I haven't finished breakfast or like my morning coffee, so y'all are gonna have to listen to me bitch for a bit and talk about shit and probably talk to me about shit. Anyway, good afternoon, Grimes McMoose and Cool Boy Mew. Yeah, so I had a fun time yesterday. By which I mean I found out that someone poured, like, it looks like either glue or super glue into the locks on my car. And, I stuck the key in there and was, you know, getting ready to open the door and noticed I was a bit stuck. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll use a little bit more force because, you know, maybe it was just the weather. Maybe that was causing the locks to take extra force to turn. And, now my key broke off. Because, like, I felt that it was turning, I just didn't realize that it was the metal of the key that was twisting and not the lock. Because I was a little bit sleepy. And, being stupid fucking strong does have its downsides every now and again. As for why, probably no particular reason. People just do that shit around here. That's why everything sucks. And if you think that's strong, Cool Boy Mew, you should imagine what I was like before I had a bunch of horrible things go wrong and was a lot stronger than I am now. What psychopath would do such a crime? Like most of the people that live here? Like... So, here's the thing that y'all gotta realize. Not committing random acts of violence for their own sake, like not doing that, not wanting to do that, makes you a weirdo. The default state for the majority of humanity is, I'm gonna hurt people for no reason because it's fun. And, that's why shit like this happens. I can't actually afford to get any of this shit fixed, so I'm like, without a vehicle for the foreseeable future. Womp womp. Oh well. Ultra low trust society. No, this is just the default state of humans. This is what humans are naturally like. The people that don't want to hurt people for no reason for fun are a ridiculously tiny minority. Like, that is a weird mutation. That is not the default state. It's just... that's what people are actually like. That is the rules they follow. And it's just kind of how it is. That's... no, there's no, like, fixing it except, like, well, billions must die, I guess. Anyway. How about you guys? Did you miss me on Friday when my voice was too screwed up for me to actually talk much? Still, like, not great feeling to talk after all that. I should definitely limit all streams to 12 hours from now on. But, yeah. I have identified my limits, and this is honestly a shocking... The Power World update was honestly shockingly content-free. I mean, yeah, there's a complete overhaul in building stuff, and now you can make all sorts of cool things, and I want to make a giant pyramid in the desert, but... I was kind of expecting, like... I mean... White Nessa? I was expecting White Nessa to show up, because I'm always expecting her to show up. Because, like, she was in the trailer. They have her modeled. They could stick her in there. Why haven't they? Coffee. Coffee. Other thing about, oh right, White Nessa. Oh yeah, I guess I could ramble about the video that I've been working on. So I am finally making another Funger video now that it's been like 4 months since the massive Elden Ring video. Next one's definitely gonna be Funger. I've already got it roughly sketched out. I wanted to record video for it like yesterday, but voice was still not in a good enough shape that I wanted to try it. I just wanted to let it rest. Assuming that I beat ER in less than 8 hours, I finish this with playing Palworld. Probably not. Voice still not good. I'd rather have the stream short. Plus, I was in the middle of implementing like a thing for that game I'm working on. But yeah. Was there anything about? What was I rambling about? Oh, right. Video. Fear and Hunger video. I don't have my coffee on me yet. It's going to be like this. I wanted to make a video covering the limb system in Fear and Hunger 1. Just a code explanation video to see if that was popular. People really liked the Scarab video, and I think a deep dive into, like, how Funger did its unique mechanics and why you should never do it that way is probably a cool, like, little thing that people might enjoy. Particularly since it's also going to be shilling for a plugin I've made that, like, automates it completely. Like, it's... I mean, I could probably just type it up in the stream or something, but, like... talking to women? I didn't talk to any women in Elden Ring, Avalon Apple, but hello. Yeah, the actual process for how Elden Ring, or not Elden Ring, how Fear and Hunger stores destroyed limbs. How do I put this? It's completely fucking insane. That's probably the best way to put it. So let me ask you a question, chat. If you were playing or designing RPG Maker, designing an RPG in RPG Maker, and had to store limb damage for enemies, how would you do it? How would you personally do it? Have you ever thought about that? If you have, feel free to answer. Or maybe just an off-the-cuff one. Because, boy howdy, what Miro did was not a programmer. Yeah, you don't need to be a programmer. You can set switches on programming. You're not gonna just let you, like, have variables and switches that are set to on or off. The way Miro did it is that there is a switch, like an in-game switch, for every single limb on every single enemy. And every single enemy, every single, like, individual map enemy is its own troop with its own scripting to read off of those switches. So he dedicated 510 switches to every limb in the game, and then made individual troop encounters for every single individual enemy in the game. And then set up scripts to run at the end of turn in combat to set switches based on which parts of the body were defeated, and then friggin' set up a turn 0 script to delete those limbs at the start of the fight if you re-engage. This works out to something like 200 scripts, 510 switches, and like 82 troops to get this to work. With individual brute force setting of every single switch for every single troop, sorry, for every single limb within every single troop. And I had to set all of those switches by hand manually without making a single mistake. And it probably took at least 150 hours of work just to do that part. And then he also has to have like the on-map interactions where there's like 17 event pages per map event, which is what the things that wander around on the map are. And God, they're basically all just copy pasted, but the graphic and walk speed is slightly changed based on what flags are set. So if you have both guard left leg and guard right leg set, then it goes to a crawling animation and has a crawling like walk speed. But other than that, it's an identical copy of the previous event pages. And all of those have to be maintained and set by hand as well. So you're looking at close to probably at least 600 event pages for the enemies, on top of the 510 switches, and and all that had to be set manually. It's a good way to go insane. Yeah, Kubo Mew, that's what my plugin does. You call the plugin command, start persistent battle, and then start a battle. And now you're done. Like, that's it. That's literally it. That's all you gotta do with my plugin. You just put in one script command before calling a fight. And all of the flags, all of the event pages, not the event pages, but the battle events, battle scripts, all of that just gets taken care of. You don't need to deal with any of it. The one thing it does not do is manually update the map events, but you can just do that yourself with self-switch logic. Which means that instead of having, oh yeah, and also you don't need to have individual troops or anything, you can just have a single troop of the guard, and it will dynamically generate data tables. Well, a set of an array of arrays specifically for all statuses instead of just death. And I mean, you can set it to just only track death. That's one of the options in the plugin. You can tell it which things to track or which things to never track, or both. And that's it. Like, I want to actually record how long it takes me to set up a single enemy the way Miro did. I'm going to estimate it probably close to half an hour, maybe a full hour. Versus my method, which, literally 15 seconds. Literally, like, not even a joke. Like, literally 15 seconds. What's fun is that my approach also fixes a ton of the bugs that are present in Fear and Hunger 1, to the point you can just drop my plugin in and add that one script call, and now you're done. That's it, you're done. It's, Yeah, the other thing is, because the script to update the flags for limb loss is only run at end of turn and not end of extra turn, it leads to that infamous bug where destroying a limb in the extra turn and then running away just doesn't get the limb saved at all. And hello to WX. Didn't it used to be to WU? Why is there an X now? Anyway, hello. And my plugin fixes that because it just hooks into the battle start old name. Why did you change it? Why are you an X now? But yeah, the way my plugin works, it just hooks into the thing that starts the battle and the thing that ends the battle and stores the states there. So the whole extra turn thing isn't an issue anymore. The whole misapplying flags isn't an issue anymore because the flags are handled like automatically. It's just you put a single line of code and now you have Fear and Hunger's combat system. No further effort needed. Wanted to W since the beginning, but why did you go from DWU to WX? It doesn't explain. I understand wanting to be to W, but you didn't go from W to WU to like the W. You went to W to WX. Why the X? Are you secretly a robot that was awakened after 1,000 years of generative adversarial training? Are you the last son of light? Here to save the world from the powers of the Wily virus or whatever? May as well be, Zam. Title in the video, what are you gonna do with this plugin? Well, I originally designed it for the game that I am working on, which has a couple of different things in it. Like, while I am doing it to replicate the core concept ideas from Fear and Hunger, like if you destroy a limb, it stays destroyed and affects overworld behavior, I don't actually have like a bunch of enemies working together to form a bunch of body parts as individual enemies to form a troop that is an enemy. What I have are status effects that replicate it. Like if you hit them with a broken leg or destroyed leg status effect, then they move slower on the overworld, etc. If you hit them with some sort of status effect that does damage over time or kills them after a certain number of turns, those get counted out in the overworld after you run from combat. This also allows for applying status effects from outside of combat that carry into combat. If this were Fear and Hunger 1, this means that you could use poison darts on the overworld and throw them at the enemy. And if it hit, then you went into combat and their torso would start poisoned. That kind of stuff. Because my game is less about, like, surviving combat and more about combat is never, ever, ever a good idea and you should never get involved in it because it's a bad idea. Also, similarly, because I have the timers ticking down and whatnot, you can throw like the darts at someone and then just not engage in combat and let the poison tick down. What is that accented A, Emmerich? Why is that on your keyboard? That's ominous. Are you secretly Irish or something? Or French? French, even worse, good God. And here I thought W was bad for coming in with Bonjour. We got an actual Frenchman instead of like a fake one. Right next to enter, I always hit it. I see. But anyway, hello, Emmerich Jaws. And a Koaman mole is a type of cat. Almost without a doubt. Not particularly bird, fish, or horse-like, but it is very cat-like. I'm being brave about it, but it's not curable. Yeah. I mean, it is the WX, but it's also French. So all the whimsical and charm goes away because it's French. Sorry, I'm letting my, like, slight bit of Anglo DNA take over. Anyway, now that I've finished my coffee, I'm gonna be right back and go get myself some tea. Oh, wait, capture. Nice chat above it. Oh, because it's under the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hopefully the audio balance is probably fine. I did some stuff with Palworld with Woozle that might have fucked it up, but hopefully it's still fine. Anyway, I did some research and figured out a way to counteract Elden Stars, the thing that keeps killing me. The debate parlor? Yes, the debate parlor. It's always Woozle's fault, man. Oh, also, getting back to the Palworld update, speaking of, and hello, QQQ19. Yeah, this is the place. Oh, that's not the right button. Oh god, the controls are just like Palworld, but not the same, so my brain can't handle it. Ah! This way. Speaking of Palworld, they did something that broke my heart this update. There used to be a bunch of places where you could glitch into an underwater area and then just build a gigantic underwater base that nobody could ever access and was like unrateable and whatnot. Wait, do I already have the key? Oh, I do. I don't need to be here. And like, you can't do that anymore. All but 2 of them have been patched. And they're the 2 least exciting ones. Apparently there's a new way to get underwater in the ocean, but I'm not sure that I can actually build there. I might have to try something with pillars. But I will be able to make gigantic underwater bridges again. Oh my god, it's the wrong run button. I want to hit down, I want to slide down this hill to get massive momentum so that I can jump and then jump again to grab onto my Hangyu and use that to translate into huge speed to get over here quickly. But this game doesn't actually have interesting movement tech.
And believe it or not, for a... Well, you're a true... My name, presuming you're only... Apology. I'm afraid my... Oh, right. I can tell you what I know. You've seen that...
Anyway, it turns out Thop's Barrier shuts down Elden Stars from what I've heard, so I can use that to counter the thing on the boss that keeps killing me.
Why not without one? And you'll never... And if you find it, once you... I know it, but still... Are you sure you're willing to give your... My, oh my... Thank you. Now, I can resume... Why, of course?
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. With you, perhaps... Who knows?
And then I should hopefully be able to just one-shot the boss, and then I just end stream in under an hour. It'd be funny. I miss Palworld's crazy movement tech. I miss canceling grappling hooks, grappling cancel hooks, grappling cancel books. Whatever them words are. Can't even hop on a dang horse to speed this up. Fucking masterwork quest design. Isn't there supposed to be like a teardrop scarab here now? That scarab has Thop's Barrier, which I can put on my shield. Hey, Sir Atlich. I'm trying to figure out how Thop's Barrier works and try and beat this before my voice craps out again, because it did not like that 16-hour stream. Like, there's supposed to be a scarab here, right? That not a thing? Do I need to loot his corpse first? Spawn somewhere else and I'm misremembering? Oh, there it is. It just didn't want to spawn the first time. There we go. All right. All right, let's hope the window is large enough on this that I can intuit what I need to do for, the Elden Ring. I mean, of course we're still at Radagon. If we're not at Radagon, then I've already won the game. Let's see if I can remember what my whole setup was. Right. Then I think it's just jumping attack, 2 charges. Yes. And that. All right. Phase 1 down. Okay. So I just need to remember what the exact hitboxes on, like, the flame breath is. Apparently I really need to get behind that leg because it's round enough that standing directly against him still results in me getting hit. But standing to the side slightly behind his leg means that I don't. Too slow. Whatever. Going to do about here. Poise break. I was rather hoping my jump hitbox would get me above that, but didn't. I'm gonna have to relearn Elden Beast basically entirely, but I do have a way to deal with the only thing that was killing me, I think, probably. So it's just a matter of time. Oh, wrong button. I do have a bunch of throwing knives already, actually. But I'm hoping to just get 5 charged R2s off right at the start to stagger it. And if I can do that, then I can get it into the second phase immediately before it can, like, do anything. Then I just have to deal with Elden Stars, and then I should just be able to kill it. With a raw DPS. I run here. Oh, that's what he was doing. A little bit slow. But yeah, you can see the theory. I should probably do a running jump attack followed by a strong attack at the start. That would probably do it. Then I can do 2 charged R2s while its stance is broken. Then I can riposte. And then I just have to Thop's barrier through a couple of his bullshits. Oh, I forgot to chug the thing, and I can't cancel this, so we're gonna lose. Yep. Theoretically, I guess I could also grind up a bunch of great runes. Since those would give me, like, more numbers and more damage, and I might be able to survive a hit. Yeah, I referred to the jumping attack. Like, it's only been a week, but I'm completely, like, out of sorts, out of rhythm. Like, everything's been thrown off. That 16-hour stream did a number on me. Why did it not? Oh my god, the menu's in this game. I don't even get this far with that much HP by not getting hit. Turns out if Malekith kills you in one hit, the trick is to not get hit once. Or only go for the extremely low damage trays like I do with Radagon. Okay, so you can't roll that. I think you have to sprint that, so if I'm out of stamina, I die. Against Godfrey here, who took me ages, the trick was just don't get hit. I mean, the attack is fine, it just doesn't work when the slightest touch kills you instantly. And that's not the game's fault. I mean, yeah, they could set up something so that, like, attacks and HP worked better. But they had a vision, and they went for it. Really? That's new. Then again, I did jumping attack super late, so that probably has something to do with it. There we go. Had no stamina to roll that stuff. Miss entirely. Let's go. Did not roll that quite fast enough. Wonder if I can jump those. Probably shouldn't try. Yeah, I just gotta remember how I always got that first poise break in the starting thing. I think going to the right helps more than going to the left, but I couldn't articulate particularly why. I'm essentially running off superstition. Having to stack buffs like this is always kind of annoying. I prefer Dark Souls 2's limit of like 1 body buff plus 1 weapon buff. It just felt better. too early. Position a bit. Oh, God. Accidentally lightly brushed by the trailing holy flames. Come on. Come on. You should let me have that. But okay, I think I remember how I did it. Running jump attack, followed by 4 charges. Gonna do 2 charge attacks on his torso, then riposte. And then he's just going to escape and do Elden Stars and the rings. Which may or may not be an Elden Ring. I don't know if they're the Elden Ring. Way too early. By only talking to women. Desperately need to reposition. And I'm probably dead here. Very least I'm not gonna get that poise break. Not no more. Thought that was the Elden Stars thing. Oh, he's doing this again. I'm probably dead because of position? Yeah. I might have been able to back off, but I think I was dead basically regardless because I don't have Torrent. Only talking to women seems like it'd be way easier. Like, is there any challenge there? Like, what male NPCs suck for not being able to be talked to? Like, patches? A couple of shopkeepers? Come on. Wrong order, but also whatever. Trying it, good regenerative adversarial network. Specifically his legs. Really? I don't know if I wasn't allowed to stand up from a roll with that. Or if I just had the timing bad. It felt like that should have been good, but I do know that rolling is done when the button is released, not when the button is pressed, which is finicky. Oh, we're dead. Yep. Oh, there's no chance of that happening, Xander Laura, but I appreciate the gesture. Hey, wrong button. I wanted to like block while running up the stairs so it's faster. Let's try this dial again. I mean, I'll give it a shot just for you. Just don't have high hopes for me, because I don't have high hopes for myself either. Couldn't see to react. Camera's so bad in these games, it has been for 15 years. And thank you, Gupsep. But I think what I need more is good skill, not good luck. Not what I hit, but okay. What even happened? The fuck? As part of this run, I mean, I've poked my head into it, but I have not done it properly. Oh, we're dead. Or not. Maybe everything's fine. Maybe this is the run. Okay, maybe this is the run. I was gonna fly into the sky and do the Elden Ring thing? No? What? There we go. Oh, wait. Okay, so Thop's Barrier doesn't work on the main thing, but it does stop the other things, it looks like. I want to double check that. Really, Emmerich? Because I actually kind of enjoyed it because, oh, not having a horse. You do have a horse in the modern patch, which actually makes the fight, like, really, really fun. Because most of his attacks can be actually dodged with Torrent if you know what you're doing. So instead of it just being a test of your personal combat skill, the game is finally asking you to combine both the combat skill that you have learned as well as the combat skill of riding with Torrent. But, apparently they didn't hatch that into the start. All right. Yeah, originally you couldn't use Torrent at all. Now you can. And I think that makes the fight really fun. Which is why it's a shame that I don't have Torrent for this. It doesn't make the fight extremely fun. Just makes the fight kind of mid. Jumping attack. What the fuck did jumping attack just do? Why did it just go completely the wrong way? How do you get Torrent? You talk to a woman. If you mean Rune Arcs, no, I'm out of those. I mean, this is Dark Souls 2 Part 2, Avalon. That's never been in doubt. Yeah, well, step 1 to not talk to women, you just gotta not talk to women. There is no step 2. What? I disagree, Gabe. That's the same roll that I used to dodge it the last 100 times, so why the fuck did I die? Oh, and thank you for the probably a subscription. Okay, the game's just cheating now. Oh wait, no, that was a $10 from Alexander Laura. Thank you. And I appreciate it, even if I didn't get Elton Beast within 5 attempts. Sorry, I still have not managed to figure out how to make that stuff show up properly in OPS. Ah. Yeah, I got bonked into next week by the attack that has every other time until now broken his poise like that, but this time it didn't. What? See, broke his poise that time. Why did it do it last time? I was at a whiff. And now we're not going to get the voice break. Oh, that exploded way earlier than I was expecting, with a much larger hitbox than I was expecting. Sure. Yeah, I really want to get the poise break at the first fire breath, and then I can just skip the fight. At least a little bit of it. How did I get access to the Erdshir without talking to any women? Wrong warps! Lots and lots of wrong warps. There's something called the Ruptured Tear Skip, which allows you to get into Lanedale without having to talk to a woman. Then the Lift of a Rolled Medallion. There's a wrong warp up there from the lift itself. And then there is a wrong warp to Farum Azula, meaning that I didn't even need to go into Concentrated Snowfield at all. Yeah, see, that time I knocked his points. What did it last time? Oh, not quite hazmat. The way that works for those is that I save and quit at a specific location, load back in, and then warp to another location and Alt F4 before fully loaded in. And it doesn't update my coordinates properly. Okay, good start. Almost. Way too early on the roll. You know, now that you've pointed it out, it is a very Luigi scream. What if it isn't better to use the Opaline to get a second, just to be able to survive a hit during Elden Beast? Well, I don't remember if Ritual Shield actually helps here. I should check if swapping Ritual Shield with Scorpion actually makes it so that I can survive a hit. Death game? I think it would just be that one scream, though. All right, good start, good start. Now he does the thing. I should have tried throwing a Thops against the main projectile, but I reacted to the, like, destruction range from the Hevos Lavos ass bullshit way too early and too potently. Wonder if Thops can stop that too. That'd be good to find out. All right, last attempt before I get more TE. Roll into the main projectile, then stamp Thops. So Thops doesn't help with the main thing. Got it. That's what it needs to know. Because there's no way to check that information except brute forcing it. Because there exists no meaningful guides online for this game anywhere, because it's all just AI slop. Pretty sure I rolled that. All right. BRB, getting some tea. Why is sub goal on screen? Want you there? Got there the whole time. God dang it. So the reason I'm not going to be making guides is because YouTube prioritizes speed of information, not accuracy of information. Because of this, million view videos that were uploaded when Elden Ring first came out that are just completely wrong and contain no useful information whatsoever are going to stay the top of YouTube's recommendations. Whereas if I were to start making videos about this, I'd get it basically ignored. They wouldn't do anything. And hello, Sun312772. I was a little bit late on that, because I was having trouble seeing anything, because the camera in this game sucks. I do still strongly remember a very specific guide that I found when looking for ways into consecrated snowfields without defeating Margit. And the video title was something like, Consecrated Snowfield in Early Game, or how to get to it in early game. And the guide literally said, okay, so kill 2 shard bearers to get 2 great runes, and then kill Margit, and then walk to the consecrated snowfield, and that's how you get there in early game. And for those of you who have played this game before, what he said as just to do is the entire first half of the game. Yeah, to get in there early game, just stop being an early game. Easy. And again, it had like 2 million views or whatever. Completely useless, outright lie. With 2 million views. There we go. Not the best opening, but a functional one. Now he's gonna now he's gonna do the thing. They've got a bloodhound step through. Too slow on the reaction. And hello, Jingle Jangle One. Sure, ask away. Also, yeah, I figured I could probably slip in a couple of hits there for more damage, so I figured might as well, right? I still haven't experimented to see if... Probably won't. But I would like to see if Ritual Shield actually helps me survive when I remove the Scorpion. All right. So, what's the question? What the fuck? Why did I spawn in the air? I mean, I'll take it. That's an amazing opening. Okay. If I can get in and hit him... Fucker runs away, of course. Can you do the breath again, please? Oh, what? How is that a hitbox? Just held the sword there and then suddenly got hurt. Anyway, no, I'm not interested in speedrunning Fear and Hunger because whether or not a run is good is going to come down very heavily to RNG-dependent drops at the start. And I've already decided to not speedrun Yo Noi due to pizza RNG. And I do not need more RNG in my life. The best time's gonna be based mostly on how much you grind to get the perfect drop route. And that does not excite me. It does not spark joy. If there was a way to have a set seed with guaranteed drops, or a known way to effectively manipulate the drops, then I'd probably do it. I did not spawn in the air that time. That's how I want to do it. Almost. It's probably too early to get any real use out of that. But hey, why not, right? Oh, how's that a whiff? This could be the run. fucking get hit. Hey, there we go. Had you on the edge of your seat there, huh? Like, oh man, is this the run? Is he gonna just keep whiffing and whiffing? You thought I was gonna throw, didn't you? You figured I was gonna fuck it up. Happy to help, Jingle Jangle. Sweet. Gotta take the face off for the ending. Short fucking stream, too. I expected to be here for at least another hour, but no, I just happened to figure it out and then just did it. Sweet. Let me make a backup of the save file real quick. Copy 25. Now do it again for the fun? I might, honestly. Outside of, like, Malekith, this was a really fun run, and I really enjoyed basically all of it. Oh, I'm covered in yellow blood because it's the... Okay, that's funny. But yeah. Leave it on the face. Huh. Team screenshot isn't working. I'm gonna take a manual screenshot. Also, I never knew there was a Grace here. What? Since when? Bro, he had to slaughter a boomer with his bare hands just to have a shot at taking down a god. Because if he didn't, there's no way he'd ever have a chance to, like, own a house or whatever. Like, that's what it takes. And now after all that, he can finally own a house. The city of Landau. Yeah, so there's normally, like, 6 endings here. But the thing is... The Ronnie ending obviously involves talking to Ronnie. The Frenzied Flame ending. Can I, like, teleport out? I can. I'm tempted to try and take on Moog to show off, but I already have footage of Moog's thing being sealed off. The Frenzied Flame ending requires taking the Royd medallion from Melinda, who we have not met. The Dung Eater ending requires going to Round Table Hold, which we can't do. Same for Golden Order, because we need to talk to Corhin. Similarly, the Age of the Duskborn ending requires talking to Thea. So there is no ending except the default one that is possible without talking to a woman. So we have to go for the nothing ever happens ending. Business as usual. Let's just put the controller down and enjoy. Yeah, even the default ending requires glitches, and there are glitches to get the Billions Must Die ending. But those glitches require the horse. And I can't get the horse without talking to a woman. I don't think I've ever actually seen this ending. Funny as it sounds, because usually I just get to Malekith and stop playing. Also, Jingle Jangle, if you enjoy Fear and Hunger, make sure to keep a close eye on my channel for the game that I'm working on, which is very Fear and Hunger.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
There it is, our
In
house.
our home.
All we had to do was
Across
pull
the
ourselves up by our bootstraps.
the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall an age of fracture.
The Golden Order ending seemed fine. Just like you solve all the problems and now everything's good. Still, sure, you're still ruled by an alien government, but it's not a bad alien government. The one that works with you. Hell yeah. There's a reason I haven't ended the video yet. Because there's a special surprise if you beat the game without talking to a woman. A special, unique, magical surprise. And I've never actually sat all the way through the credits with the music on, so we're just gonna do that. You see, what happens normally when you beat the game? Like, what happens immediately afterwards? You're not thrust into New Game Plus like the previous games. You're thrust into, does anyone know off the top of their head where you wind up after beating the game? It's not Lanedale either. Good animators. Rigger, 2 riggers. Yes, Hazmat! It is! You wind up in a round table hold without talking to a woman. Which is the only way to get there without talking to Melina. So now I actually have access to most of what I would normally have. Oh man, women are unnecessary would be such a banger ring message. Yeah, the Golden Rule one was talking to Goldmask until he figured out all of the secrets of the world. And then figured out what the issues were and then solved them. Alrighty. Honestly, I like Goldmask as an NPC because it really captures the feeling most people have when talking to someone smarter than them. In that you can't understand a single goddamn thing he's saying and someone else has to interpret it for you and simplify it a bit. And even that guy doesn't fully grasp the nuance that the smart guy is thinking of. And I find that incredibly relatable, because it's like being on the other side of talking to me when I opine philosophical about the nature of understanding or whatever. DG survived Georgi Horvath. I really wonder which of these names is responsible for all of the Talhofer in the DLC. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the Talhofer in the DLC, if you've seen the moveset of any of the light greatswords, each of the motions is taken one-to-one from specific parts of Talhofer's fight books. Like, that is what actual European martial arts looks like. And that's not a joke. I can hunt down one-to-one every single attack animation. Similarly, the same holds true for the thrusting shields, which are both a weapon only seen in Talhofer's fight books, as well as all of their motions, literally all of them, being taken from the fight books themselves. Making them, unironically, the single most historically accurate portrayal of the friggin' weapon ever. Just period. No one's done something more closer than that. Even games that focus on HEMA, like Deadly Court, don't have those in them. It's gonna be more than a short, but it will be a relatively shorter video. Thrusting shields, because there's only 2 of them, I can just talk about them, and I don't have to do much research on like the physical dimensions because we don't know them. There exists no surviving physical example of a thrusting shield, and everything about the thrusting shields comes from 2 Talhofer sources, like both in-game and in real life. But yeah, it'd be really fun breaking down both the moveset of that and Milady, and also of the hand-to-hand arts. I really need to look more closely at the hand-to-hand arts, but I'm pretty sure that's Shaolin. I'd want to double check that though. A lot of the moves are things that I recognize, like the big ol' skipping sidekick as the charged R2, which is a move like, I wouldn't say I'm like crazy about it, but I have uses for it. Like, I'm crazy about anything that's just gonna be like a jab cross, followed by a collar throw. Like, that is my crazy. That's the thing that I'm crazy about, because it fucking always works. Because collar throw into a variant hip toss that accommodates my size, or I guess also sort of a shoulder throw, sort of halfway in between, just fucking works. Because most, like, throws in judo or whatever do involve a lot of technical skill for moving your opponent around. And while I do have that technical skill, I don't, like, need it. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, when I accidentally destroyed a set of car keys by twisting them a little bit too hard and not realizing I wasn't controlling my strength appropriately and just snapping them off. I'm a strong guy. Like, generally a really strong guy. And I don't need judo technique to actually throw people. I can just fucking pick them up. But I apply technique to raw strength anyway, and it's unreasonably effective. It's like that one sumo wrestler who pretty much only mastered getting like his pinky finger around someone's, whatever you call that, like clothing that they wear, that loincloth, and then having enough leverage from that to lift the opponent up, and then just completely breaking contact with the ground. And then just sort of like walking them out to the edge of the ring, because when you're lifted from the ground and have no contact with it, you have no way to fight back. Yeah, Grimes McMoose. Yeah, that's definitely a true statement, and not at all why in the Termina boxing video I was able to reference how I may or may not have used rabbit punches to kill people. Yeah, definitely not a violent person. Not at all. Did not specifically get into private security work because I really enjoy hurting people. No, definitely not. Did not become an independent security contractor because I enjoy punching people. Absolutely did not happen. No. So I just want to point out, everyone's alive. D has not died. Corbin, still fine. Ooh, and thank you for the subscription and or donation, Mr. YouTuber. This guy, still fine. Young Eater, still there. In fact, yes, not talking to women actually saves the lives of every single NPC in a round table hold. Every single one. This is the only way to save the lives of most of these characters. Not this chick, though. She is, in fact, completely dead. You still here, still fine, not even going crazy. But yeah, she's just chilling.
Who are you?
Oh, never mind, he is going crazy. Where's Bloodhound's Step? Want one of them. I'd like another Raptor of the Mists, please. I think I'm good on the rest. Yeah, so now that I can talk to Corin, I could theoretically go back and get the different ending. The Twin Maiden Husks are an object, not a character, so they don't actually talk. So now I can get my 4th ring slot, and the ability to summon stuff, and another memory slot, and Lone Wolf Ashes. And a bunch of the miracles from... What's his face? And now I can actually buy upgrade materials. Can I level up the table? No. You need Melina to level up, I'm pretty sure. But I'll check. You can even grab a bunch of rune arts. Literally, finally, after all these years, buy all this shit. I'm not even on New Game Plus. This is still a new game. It's just that once you've beaten the final boss, you actually finally get access to Round Table Hold and the ability to upgrade stuff without being, like, kicked in the dick constantly. Theoretically, this means I could go actually get Assassin's Gambit, too. Could max out my blue gold kite shield that I've been relying on, although I think I'll actually... Oh yeah, it's not fully maxed out. God, I love this sword, it's so pretty. Oh, I could use the... Oh, I need a two-hander, but I could. Could max out the Zweihander here. I still upgrade my finger seal to max. Check it out. The warp is just here. I have permanently unlocked the starting area. All I had to do was beat the game first. You know, just a minor inconvenience. Just beat the entire game to unlock the starting area. Crossbow's only Dark Souls? I mean, I could. Oh, I'm out of Ancient Dragons, but I can get another one later. Finally, I've upgraded my starting equipment. Actually, finally doable. I forgot I have 63 summers. Oh, the Mesmer is just better in every way. I should max out a Mesmer shield. Nothing stopping me. Really hazmat. I don't remember the heavy crossbow like doing shit. I just remember kind of sucking. Dark Souls 2 PvP crossbows were fucking banger. Oh my god, crossbow and axe was insane. Because if they did anything to respond to the overhead chop, aside from taking it or blocking it, you could punish that with an offhand crossbow. Decent damage with 0 stat investment as long as you had it loaded whenever possible, or really easy to punish whiff with. Huh. I don't know, I'm not convinced. Generally, I've found that if someone whiffs, you want to punish that with a backstab instead.
Oh, now.
Let's max one of these babies out. Why not? They've got the best ability of things that I could innately use. Be very useful for the DLC. Guess I could also max out the brass shield too. Also very useful for the DLC. It's gonna have ultimately higher stability. Huh? Oh, I need more smithing 7s. I guess if you backflipped away, you could do that. I don't know, I mostly ran ints for Dark Souls 1 PvP, which meant that Dark Bead. And also, I would tumble buff Crystal Magic Weapon. Onto the fucking... onto the Moonlight Greatsword. And now my light attack just one-shots you. Even through a shield. Have fun, idiot. Oh yeah, tumble buffing. I used to tumble buff Dark Moon Blade on the Dark Moon bow, and it would just one-shot someone. Completely fucked. Where's that ugly Dorito? Oh, no reason to upgrade this at all, in fact. All right. Ah, beautiful. I want to max out this Vi too. Yes, I am just relishing the ability to finally upgrade stuff at will. It's so good, bruh. Just hate that these guys aren't next to each other, so you have to wander a really huge distance. Very poor layout. Weird Wednesday is going to be more look outside plus the last sovereign.
Oh, now.
That fat fucking vibe, baby. Yeah.
Oh, now. Could you tell why? Why does...
Woohoo. Ah, I feel so good that I have to deal with that. Prepus's Black Key Crossbow. I thought there was a prayer book down here. What? Did he say a girl weeps for him? Yeah. Yeah, Hugh has an adopted daughter type chick. No one wants to fuck him, but she does want to, like, mooch off him. There we go, the Assassin Prayer Book. I've been wanting that the whole game. And I can finally just have to kill Rakar, then I get Assassin's Approach, and then I legitimately will have a method of killing promised consort Radon, eventually. Have to get there first, that's gonna require taking on Radlana. That's gonna be hard. I've never actually fought her legit, ever. It was my first time fighting her, I'll be doing it at soul level 1. Woo, that'll be fun. I can finally do stuff. Don't lose in my hand anymore. The fourth slot, baby. Yeah. 4 equipment slots. All right. What am I doing? I'm gonna experimentally leave here, go to the Church of Vows. And
Greetings. Oh, very well. Let heresy all
give him my shit.
Oh, very well. Heresy all thing.
Passing the approach. Law of regression sucks. Batagon's Rings of Blight. I'll never be able to cast that. Don't think this is actually useful, but it's fun. All right, now if I head back there, for a million years, I've unlocked Round Table Hold, and now I am all prepped up and ready for the... Oh, all right! Ah! Enja wants to kill me because I got both of the things. I forgot about that. Great enemy felled. Plus like 300 souls. Killing Ensha after killing his master, though, that's definitely not intended. And yeah, D is still here, Korhin's still here, they're not dead. It is fine. We saved everyone! 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 I thought they still had Giant Hunt on it, apparently not. But yeah, with the 4th ring slot in hand, we are finally ready to take on the DLC, which is not happening this stream. Oh no! I'm gonna take some time off and do like either aggression mod or overburden run. We'll return to this file later. Ah. Alrighty. And with that, I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Short stream, but like, it's fine. That's just how long it took. Oh, it's Fuzz's birthday. Let's read Fuzz. Oh wait, Velik's streaming Abe? I fucking love Abe. Fine, let's go stream Velik. Should I stream Velik with the message, women are not necessary? I think she'd like that. I think she'd appreciate that. Raid Velik. Raid message, women are not needed. Why is the emote picker? Oh, there it is. Women are not needed. There is your raid message. Get out of here, you. Oh, wait. Why is the raid message? The fuck? Why is that pasting? The fuck? Again. There we go. That's the one I wanted to do, but you can do the other one if you want. I don't really care. I'll see you all on Wednesday for the last Sovereign and look outside. Good night, everybody.